to visit Giza pyramids. In Giza pyramid, how many pyramids we can visit? It's 3 pyramids. Why 3? It's father, son, grandson. So the biggest pyramid, it's a father. Smaller, it's the son. The smallest, it's the grandson. Each pyramid, it's only for one person. مش سامعين فورا. كده كويس. So as we said, you can hear me at the back? كده كويس. So at Giza pyramid, as we said, how many pyramids we can see? 3. Why 3? It's a father, son, grandson. So the biggest pyramid, it's father, smaller son, the smallest, it's the grandson. Each pyramid, it's only for one person, which is a king. So the pyramid is considered as the holy of the holies, only for kings. No one can be buried inside, even wives. So where the wives can be buried? In separate pyramids, in a small ones behind the big ones. So when we go to Giza pyramid, we are going to see the big ones for the kings and smaller ones for the wives. So the first pyramid, it's for King Cheops. So the name of the king, it's Cheops. The second pyramid, it's for King Khephren. The third pyramid, it's for King Mykreneus. But those names, it's not an ancient names. It's a Greek names. The ancient names, the first pyramid, it was for King Khufu. So the ancient name, it's Khufu. The second pyramid, it's for King Khafra. And the third pyramid, it's for King Menkaura. But when the Greek come to rule Egypt, they find it too difficult to say Khufu, Khafra, Menkaura. So they give them a Greek name, which is Cheops, Khephren, and Mykreneus. But you remember yesterday, we said how many pyramids we have all over Egypt? You can think or you guess how many pyramids we have all over Egypt? Approximately 100 plus. It's good. So how many pyramids we have all over Egypt? 111 pyramids. 111. The biggest one, it's Giza pyramid. Because until now you can look at Giza pyramid and you can wonder how they built it. It's still mystery. No one knows. But Giza pyramid, it's not the oldest. The oldest pyramid, it was built in Egypt. It's dating back to the time of Joseph from the Old Testament during the 7 years of famine. We call it as a step pyramid because it was built as a steps. But in ancient time, they want to make the pyramid in triangle. What is the significance of the triangle? As we can see in Giza pyramid, it's representing eternity, resurrection, and the afterlife. So what is the meaning of a pyramid? Pyramid means eternity, resurrection, and the afterlife. And then instead of bury the king under the ground, they bury the king inside the pyramid. Because when we go to Giza pyramid, you are going to see the entrance. To go inside to the burial chamber, it's in the middle of the pyramid, not under the ground. Why? Because they found recently, if you put an apple or a piece of meat inside the pyramid, it will be kept like a fridge. So the pyramid from inside can keeping the mummy will preserve it for a long time. In ancient time, the main concept, it's afterlife. They doesn't believe about the lifetime. So this is why did you hear that we discover any palace from the ancient time? No. Why? Because all the palaces, it was built overlooking the Nile. So when the river Nile flood destroy the palace, it's not important. But very important, it's tombs. So this is why when we go to Giza pyramid, we are going to see that the pyramid, it was built on a high ground to be away from the flood of the river Nile. So in ancient time, they doesn't care about the lifetime or the concept, it's afterlife. So all what we found in Egypt, it's tombs or statues. So when we go to the Egyptian Museum, we are going to see a lot of statues. Also, because the concept or they believe in the afterlife, so they do a mummification. But until now, it's still mystery. How they can do the mummification, we don't know. But we know little bit process about the mummification. It was said to make a mummy, it takes from 40 to 70 days. 40 days, 40, they can keep the body in salt to be dry, to losing all the water inside the body to be well preserved. After that, they're using a mummifications bed. Those mummifications bed is taking the shape of animals, like lion, like hippopotamus, like crocodiles. Why? Because those animals used to eat the mummy. To avoid their bed in the afterlife, so they can do a mummification on a bed is taking the shape of this animal. First, they can make a cut in the left hand side of the stomach, and they can take 4 organs outside, which is liver, kidney, intestines, and lungs. They put it separate in jars. We call it as canopic jars. We can see them in the Egyptian museum made out of alabaster, which is the organs jars. And instead of these organs, they can put linen, wax, and perfume to making the smell of the mummy better. Then they can take the heart outside. They can make a mummification of the heart. But before they return the heart again, they must know you are a good person or a bad person. How? By making a judgment. So they bring a scale or a balance. They put the heart of the dead person in one side of the balance, feather on the other side. Why feather? Because this is a sign for justice. Which kind of a feather? It's an ostrich feather, which is a very light feather. And they start to weight between the heart and the feather. If the heart is lighter than the feather, which means it's a good person. So if it's a good person, they return his heart again to live again for the afterlife. But if it's the opposite, if the heart is heavy, which means it's a guilty person. So if it's a guilty person, we have a mythological god known as God Ham Ham. He represents with a face of a crocodile and the body of a lion. He eating the heart for this man to not live again for the afterlife. Sure, you are going to tell me how come? Always the heart is heavy than the feather. But as an imagination, that always the king is a good person. So always he's equal to God. So always his heart is light than the feather. But the other citizen, all the time they are guilty, because all the time they not follow the king. So all the time the heart is heavy than the feather. So this is as an imagination that always the king is a good person. After that, using a hook to take the brain outside of the nose, removing all organs in nose and mouth outside the body to not make a bad smell. Removing the real eye outside, and they make a replica made out of crystal and filled by black pigment. Cover the fingers of the hand and the toe of the feet by golden fingers, because they are very easy to break. Instead of break, they can cover it by golden fingers. Finish the mummification after 70 days, washing the mummy in oil and perfumes, wrap the mummy in linen, put it inside coffin. Coffin, which is taking the face of the dead person, to be easy for the spirit to recognize the dead person and give him life again. Mummy and coffin, to have more protection, they can keep it in the big boxes, which is a sarcophagus. So there you can see how we are close to Giza pyramid, because it's a new highway just opened or constructed 1 year ago. And this is highway, it's parallel to your hotel Pyramid Street. Because the Pyramid Street overlooking the hotel, it's closed now because of the construction of a subway or a metro station. So we used to drive from the hotel on the Pyramid Street to go to Giza Pyramid. But for 2 years now it's closed, and we have another way now to go to Giza Pyramid. So this is a new highway overlooking Giza Pyramid. So you can see a very nice view of Giza Pyramid overlooking Giza city. And you are a very lucky group, because usually in the early morning it's hazy and foggy. But now you can see that it's a nice day and it's clear. So this is because of Father blessing. So we are going to enjoy our crazy photos overlooking Giza pyramids. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
So, لازم نشوف الزنة الغبية دي. So, in Giza pyramid, as we said, we will see 3 pyramids. For the first pyramid, for King Cheops, we discovered a small one for his wives. So how many small one for the builder of the first pyramid we found? It's 3. But as we said yesterday, that in ancient time, the king, he can marry a lot of wives during the lifetime. But when he come in the afterlife, he don't want to have more headache. So he can choose the most beloved ones to bury it next to him, because he can share life again in the afterlife. So how many small one for the wives of the first pyramid we found? 3. Why 3? 1 for the principal wife from royal house, and 2 not completed for the most beloved secondary wives. The pyramid of the king, he make it from limestone, which is a good material. But the small one for the wives, it's made out of very poor material, which is mud bricks. It's easy to destroy. And those small ones for the wife, it was discovered recently, 1998, covered by sand. So when they did the excavations under the sand, they discovered the small one for the wives. So for the first pyramid, we discovered 3 small ones for his wife. For the second pyramid, we didn't find. Until now, they still do the digging and the excavation to discover the small one for his wives. The grandson pyramid, we discover another 3 small one for his wives. So how many total pyramid we can see in the Giza pyramid? 9. Why 9? 3 big ones, father, son, grandson. 6 small ones for the wife. So the total it's 9 pyramids in Giza pyramid. But how many pyramids we have all over Egypt? 111 pyramids. The biggest one is Giza pyramid. We will continue our explanation about Giza pyramid later. But in our way to drive to Giza pyramid now, you can give me your attention only for a few minutes. خد يا عم الموبايل اهو، بس مش بتاعي انا خده. لا يكون هو اللي عامل المشكلة دي من الصبح، معقولة؟ So you can give your attention only for a few minutes because we have some instructions to have a good and safe journey around Giza pyramid. Giza pyramid approximately it's opened by 7:30. So until we can go there, we're not going to see a lot of groups starting early. It will be much busy by 8 o'clock. So it will be the first or second group we can enter Giza pyramid. Once we can reach it to Giza pyramid, I will distribute the ticket, which is a ticket entry to enter Giza pyramid. As we said, it's included the ticket to enter Giza pyramid as an area. But if you'd like to go inside the pyramid, this is another extra ticket. And you have a choice to go to the first pyramid or the second pyramid from inside. But my personal advice, it's no need to go inside because it's very narrow passages and you must bend and fold your back. Same way to go in, same way to back again. So if you have any heart attack, asthma, claustrophobia, not to go inside. And what you can see inside the pyramid, nothing. Because during the excavations, they discovered the mummy and the treasures and they took it to be outside in another international museums. So what you can see inside the pyramid, only the sarcophagus and the burial chamber. So my personal advice is no need to go inside the pyramid. Only we have our tour, it's only from outside. But if you'd like to go inside, it's up to you, but nothing to see from inside. When I give you the ticket, we are going to have a QR code at the back of the ticket. That QR code, you will need to scan it on a screen to open the gate and you can go inside. But we have some instructions to have a good and safe journey in Giza pyramid. Once we are going to go outside of the bus, you are going to see a lot of vendors, a lot of sailors, they start to follow you. They start to open a friendly conversation with you. First, they are going to ask you, you come from where? You are going to say from Philippines. They are going to give you a small pyramid for free or a small scarab as a symbol of good luck for free. Nothing free in Egypt, nothing free in Philippines, nothing free in anywhere. Someone he offered to you something, he's going to wait for something. So if you are going to take it, you must give them money. If you don't want, you can say no thank you. Some other vendors, they are going to remove your hat or they can put like an Arab headdress on your head. Then they are going to ask you for your cell phone or camera to take a photo. Then they will ask you for money. If you then give them the money, they are going to take your cell phone and camera and run away. So don't give your cell phone and camera to any stranger. If you want, you can help each other. You can ask me to help you, but don't ask any stranger to help you. Some other vendors, they are going to ask you to take a photo next to the camel for free. Suddenly, they will carry you, put you on the camel, take you farther away in the desert. I couldn't see you. Then they are going to ask you for money. If you didn't give them the money, you are going to stay the whole day up to the camel, never come down again. So you are going to go home to Manila after 40 years through the wilderness of the desert. So you are going to be like the children of Israel to go through the desert. So if you'd like to take a photo on the camel, how much it costs? It costs $1 American. If you'd like to take a short ride on the camel for 10-15 minutes, how much it cost? It cost $5 American. But don't go with anyone until you can inform me. If it's safe, it's my responsibility. If it's not safe, it's your responsibility. So the most important, we need to walk together as one group. Because Giza Pyramid, it's an open place and we don't want to be scattered. And we are a big group, so if we miss someone, we are going to spend 10 minutes looking for each other, which means that we are going to waste about 45 minutes until we can find each other. So outside, I will give you a free time to take photos. Inside, we can do the explanation. And the free time, it will be in several places. Because our tour in Giza Pyramid, it's by bus. First, we are going to stop by the first pyramid, which is the Great Pyramid of King Cheops. And this is the closest to the pyramid you can go, and you can climb and you can touch. But if you'd like to have a nice photo with the pyramid, which is a complete pyramid shape, we are going to take it from one side of the pyramid. So I will give you a free time in each one, but we will walk together to take your photos, then we can walk to them together. Then we are going to back again to the bus to continue driving for the view where we can see the 3 pyramids all together as we said yesterday. Then after we finish our photos there, we will back to the bus to continue driving to the Sphinx. As we said yesterday, that some vendors inside Giza Pyramid, they can come around the bus. They are going to offer for you some of the magnets or key holders or wallets, like 20 pieces for $5. So sometimes we can find a good offer. So instead of 20 wallets for $5, other places they can sell 25 pieces for $5. So you can wait until I can tell you where is the best to offer, but don't be in hurry, because if it's a good price or a good offer, I will show it to you. If it's not good, so we are going to keep going around until we can find a good offer. Okay, so this is it will be around Giza Pyramid to have a good and safe journey. Upon arrival to Giza Pyramid, you can leave everything around your seat. It will be safe, no problem. Because after you go down, the bus it will be locked until we can come back again. So make sure that if you have any value, you can keep it around your seat inside the bus. Only you can bring your camera and cell phone, because you can take some nice photos overlooking Giza Pyramid. So we're still driving to Giza Pyramid. Within few minutes, we are going to be at Giza Pyramid. So the first pyramid we are going to see now, it's for King Cheops. King Cheops, he ruled Egypt for 23 years. After ruling Egypt by 3 years, he started to think about his own pyramid or his own tomb. So how many years the king has spent to build one tomb? 20 years. On the 20 years, how many workers he used? He used about 100,000 workers. This number, he must change it every 3 months. Why? Because some died, some they killed, some they get tired. So he must change the number every 3 months. So 100,000 for 20 years, change it every 3 months. How many workers he used? By millions. This is why in the movie of the 10 Commandments, they represent who built the pyramid. They were slaves. But we not consider them as slaves. We consider them as workers. For many reasons. The main reason that pyramid, it was built before the time of Moses. Pyramid, it's dating back to 2600 before Christ. Moses, he was in Egypt in about 1200 before Christ. So we have about 1400 years different between the construction of the pyramid and Moses in Egypt. The second reason we not consider them as slaves, because if they were slaves, they can bury them anywhere, or it's not important to be buried. But because they consider as workers, and the king, he wanted them to serve him again in the afterlife, so as he built his own tomb, he surrounded by some of the worker tombs to serve him again in the afterlife. But you are thinking that the workers, they can bury life, but this is not true. The king, during the lifetime, he can make the tomb of the worker. Once they can die, they can bury it there. So they not buried alive, or they will be killed and buried next to the king. This is not true story. All the stories that when they died, they will bury it next to the king, because they can serve him again in the afterlife. To build one pyramid, as we can see to the right side, which stone they can use? Limestone. So you can imagine how many stones it was used to build one pyramid. 3 million stones. Which means that the pyramid from inside is solid, is not hollow. Hollow, it's only the tomb. But the pyramid from bottom and from top, it will be solid. 3 million stones with an average weight. One big stone for the base, as we are going to see now, 15 ton, 1-5. 15, 14, 13, until we go up 2.5 tons. So 2.5. So until now, still mystery. How they can carry that stone? How they can put one above each other with no super glue, with no chemical, with no cement? No one knows, still mystery. So this is why we consider the first pyramid, as we are going to see now, as one of the ancient and the new 7 wonders. Because until now, you can look at the pyramid and you can wonder how they built it, still mystery, no one knows. So the biggest one, which is the first pyramid we are going to see to the right side, it's the one of the ancient and the new 7 wonders. You remember yesterday I told you that if we continue driving from the highway in a new extension, this is a way to go to New Giza and also Giza Pyramid. So this is a new highway just constructed 1 year ago by the government to make it easier to go to the Giza Pyramid. Instead of going through the city, it will be traffic and busy. So we can using that extension of the highway going to New Giza and also Giza Pyramids. So this is a new construction. It's only 1 year ago. And this is closest to the pyramid we can see. Because as we said, that when you are at home, you are thinking that the pyramid it's away in the desert. But now you can see that the pyramid it's in the middle of the city. So one side of the pyramid it's overlooking the city. The other side of the pyramid it's overlooking the desert. On the other highway for Giza Pyramid overlooking the West Desert. And if we continue driving through the West Desert, this is a way to go to Libya. So this is a border between Egypt and Libya. The day after tomorrow, when we are driving overlooking the Aqaba Gulf and overlooking the Red Sea and the East Desert, we are going to drive overlooking Saudi Arabia, Jordan and Israel. So this is the east border of Egypt and the west border of Egypt. So today we are going to see the West Desert, but tomorrow when we are driving around Sinai Desert to go to Sinai Mountain, we are going to drive around the East Sahara or the East Desert. So you can see what is the difference between the first and second pyramid. For the Father pyramid, it's supposed to be the highest pyramid. But you can see to the right side that the second pyramid for the sun, it looks higher. Why? Because it was built on a high ground. But in fact, the highest pyramid, it's the first one for the Father. The second one, it's supposed to be smaller. But now it looks higher because it was built on a high ground. And the smallest one, it will be the grandson. So it's a father, son, grandson. The sun pyramid, it was the only pyramid, it was smooth because it was covered by alabaster. You can imagine that the second pyramid, when it was covered by alabaster, how it looks like shiny and nice color. But unfortunately, it was said that alabaster coverage, it was eroded. But it was said, if it was eroded, supposed to be affected on the top, not on the sides. But you can see that the side of the pyramid is break and the top is still well preserved. Why? Because it was said that Muhammad Ali, the Turkish ruler, when he came to build his mosque yesterday in Cairo, the one we saw it around the citadel of Saladin and the mosque of Muhammad Ali, instead of going to Luxor to have the alabaster, it's costly. He came to Giza Pyramid and he took the alabaster from the second pyramid and used it to build his mosque in Cairo. So this is why his mosque in Cairo, we call it as an alabaster mosque, because using the alabaster from the pyramid to build his mosque. So this will be the idea or the reason. This is why he couldn't reach to the top. So the top is still well preserved, but the side of the pyramid, it's brick. So now we are approaching to New Giza. So this is a New Giza overlooking Giza Pyramid. So you can imagine that like 12-15 years ago, it was completely desert. But because of the overpopulation, some of the private company or some of the rich people in Egypt, they invested their money to make a new construction. So all what you can see around this side, this is New Giza. It's a private business or a private company. But if you look in front of you, you are going to see that those are government. If you look to the left side, you can see those government building. It was built by the government for the people who live around the ring road. You remember yesterday we said that they destroy the houses for the people who live around the ring road to make the extension of the ring road. So they give them a refund and they give them a new apartments and a new compound to the left side. It's fully furnished and fully finished. Only they are going to pay a little deposit. Every month they can pay something little for 20 years to own an apartment. So this new compound, it's controlled by the government for the people who live around the ring road, and they destroy their building to make the highway wide. So we're still driving approximately 10 minutes to Giza Pyramids, and now we're still driving overlooking New Giza, overlooking Giza Pyramids. If you will come to visit Egypt after a few months, you are going to see that the new entry of Giza Pyramid, it will be from that side to the right side. So this is why they make an extension of that highway, because within a few months, we're not going to enter Giza Pyramid by buses anymore. We are going to enter Giza Pyramid from the main gate to the right side, and you'll find like buses or tough or trains to go around Giza Pyramid. So within few months, it's not allowed for any tourist buses to enter Giza Pyramid, because according to the new system or the new design, that all the buses waiting here, and you can take a tough or buses from Giza Pyramid to enter Giza Pyramid and to go around. So the entry of Giza Pyramid within few months, it will be from the right side. And where is the new museum, which is a Grand Egyptian Museum? While we are driving now to the left side, we are going to see the construction of the Grand Egyptian Museum. It's not open yet, officially open next June, or this coming June probably.
Shema,
Now, yes.
is there still someone that takes the group photo and prints it?
Yeah,
Okay.
now we'll take it with the view of the three pyramids.
Okay, perfect.
You are a gift and a blessing to us. You are kind and merciful. You show who you really are. Your intentions are so pure. You are authentic and honest. truly care for everyone. This is a prayer for you. May the Lord bless and protect you. May the Lord shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you His favor and give you peace. You are a gift and a blessing to us. You allowed us to grow. You give us space and freedom. You accept us for who we are. Your love is unconditional. You are a gift and a blessing to us. You give honest and genuine feedback. You give us encouragement and inspiration. You want to see the healthiest version of ourselves. You want what is best for us. This is a prayer for you. May the Lord bless and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you His favor and give you peace. We assure you of our prayers. May our good Lord continue showering you with abundant graces. May Our Lady of Mount Carmel continue to cover you with her mantle of protection and care. God bless you. His favor and give you peace. You are a gift and a blessing to us. You allowed us to grow. You give us space and freedom. You accept us for who we are. Your love is unconditional. You are a gift and a blessing to us. You give honest and genuine feedback. You give us encouragement and inspiration. You want to see the healthiest version of ourselves. You want what is best for us. This is a prayer for you. May the Lord bless and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you His favor and give you peace. We assure you of our prayers. May our good Lord continue showering you with abundant graces. May Our Lady of Mount Carmel continue to cover you with her mantle of protection and care. God bless you. gift and a blessing to us. You are kind and merciful. You show who you really are. Your intentions are so pure. You are authentic and honest. continue showering you with abundant graces. May Our Lady of Mount Carmel continue to cover you with her mantle of protection and care. God bless you. You are a gift and a blessing to us. You are kind and merciful. You show who you really are. Your intentions are so pure. You are authentic and honest. You are a gift and a blessing to us. You don't disappoint anyone. You don't put anybody down. You don't abandon anyone. You truly care for everyone. This is a
He entered Giza pyramids. The Sphinx, it's a Greek name. The ancient name, it was Shepses Ankh, which means the living image of the king. But when the Greek come to rule Egypt, they find it too difficult to say Shepses Ankh, so they call it as Sphinx. Nowadays for the Egyptian, it's not easy to call it as a Sphinx. So what is the Egyptian name nowadays? It's Abul Hol. Abu, which means father. Hol, which means fear. So this is a father of fear, to making the people afraid and run away from the tomb. This is why in Arabic we can calling our Catholic priest as Abuna. So Abu in Arabic means father. So you can calling the priest, which is a Coptic priest or a Catholic priest, as Abuna. So this is how we can pronounce it, priest in English. In Arabic we call it as Abuna. The biggest and the oldest Sphinx, it's the one we can see in Giza pyramid now. But when we go to see the Sphinx at Giza pyramid, bless you, we can see it's no nose. Why? Because it was said that during the time of the French colonnade, during the time of Napoleon Bonaparte, he would like to show his mercy or his control upon the Egyptians. So what he did, he using the gun and he shoot the nose of the Sphinx to represent that he cut the nose of the Egyptian, so he put the Egyptian under his control and under his power. So nothing remains of the nose except small pieces in the Louvre Museum at Paris. So this is why when we go to see the Sphinx now, no nose, because it was shooted by Napoleon Bonaparte. We cannot go inside to the Sphinx. Why? Because 12 years now until now, we have some Americans. They did the excavation under the body of the Sphinx. So they discovered like a secret tunnel to go under the body of the Sphinx to go to the second pyramid directly. And this like a secret way if the king he wants to hide himself from his enemies. So this is why they close around the Sphinx, no one can go inside. But only we can see the Sphinx from a distance with a background of the three pyramids. The biggest and the oldest Sphinx, it's the one we can see now in Giza pyramid. But this is not the only Sphinx. Because when we go to the Egyptian Museum by afternoon, we are going to see many Sphinx. But we are going to see that in ancient time, sometimes they destroy the nose of the statue. Because when we go to the Egyptian Museum by afternoon, we are going to see a lot of statues without nose. What is the significance? What is the reason? Probably it was destroyed on purpose. Why? Because by your nose you can breathe. So when they destroy the nose, they couldn't breathe, which means no afterlife. So this is why most of the statues in the Egyptian Museum, you are going to see it without nose, because when they break the nose, they couldn't breathe, which means no afterlife. So did you see the Sphinx or not yet? Not yet. So you can keep looking to the right side, because after a few minutes, like 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes, you are going to see the Sphinx to the right side. Keep looking to the right side. To the right side. ولا كم الساعة؟
10 الا ربع 10 الا 5
إلا 5؟
الا ربع
So keep looking to the right side. You are going to see the Sphinx now. So now to the right side you can see the back side of the Sphinx. And this is it's a piece of a rock and they carve it on it. So it's taking the face of King Khafren, the builder of the second pyramid. So if you look at the face of the Sphinx, this is the face of King Khafren, the second pyramid, which is the builder of the second pyramid. And because he represents as a king face, so he represents wearing a royal headdress as a king, cobra on the forehead as a sign of protection, and the beard. But when we go to see the beard, it's not a real one, it's a fake one, because always it's attached by straps to represent it's a symbol of afterlife. But unfortunately, that beard, it was destroyed. So nothing to see except some small pieces in the Louvre Museum at Paris. So if you look to the right side, you are going to see the Sphinx as a human face.
For us, this is
Abraham, and Abraham is working in the oil since 20 years back. And now he will give you the difference between the perfume you can buy from any duty free and the pure concentrated essence you can find it here. You can use it as aromatherapy or as a perfume. Because as we said, some of these oil, they can... So some of these oil, they can use it for headache, for common cold, for flu, for asthma, for rheumatism, rheumatoid, for muscle pain. Some of these essence, they can export it out of Egypt. They can add alcohol and distilled water, and they have it by international name, like Isimiaki, like Jado, like Sikiwan, and other names. But some shops around Egypt, they can take that pure concentrated essence. They use it with paraffin or cooking oil to make it quantity. But once you can put it in the skin, it will make allergic. So how you can know that this is a pure concentrated essence or mix it? This is what we can know. But here we have three manufacturing. First, it's the manufacture of the oil. Second, it will be the Pyrex glass, as you can see around you. They make it by fire, like 1000 degrees, and they make it by different shapes, and it's a gold plated. The last manufacturing, it's outside, it will be the Egyptian crystal. So these are the three manufacturing here. And by the way, Ibrahim or Abraham is married for 3 wives, and he's looking for the 4th one to be from Philippines.
Who is ready? One ready?
How many faculty do you own?
How many?
Faculty, yours,
Many.
not worker,
I worker.
owner.
I worker, but already I have a lot of money. And I have a quiet heart.
Okay. Let's make it against
Okay,
But because we have not a lot of time, so we are going to have a short explanation only for a few minutes, how they extract the oil and how you can use it, and how you can know that this is a pure concentrated essence or mix it with paraffin or cooking oil.
very short one. Okay, first of all, magandang umaga. Sabah Noor. Okay, first of all, welcome to Egypt and welcome to our shop here. Our shop, we call it Golden Eagle Perfumes. And we offer to you the hospitality drink. This is a free drink. And here, by the way, no obligation to buy or not to buy. Because this is under control, the government. No push. You want to buy, you're welcome. If you don't want to buy, the same, you're welcome. We have many choices. We have peppermint tea, tea with mint, hot tea. This is a very good, very nice for the stomach. Coffee, Turkish coffee, strong coffee. And we have hibiscus flower. Not hibiscus. And we have soft drink. We have Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Sprite, 7-Up. Okay? Who wants peppermint tea? Raise your hand up, please. Peppermint tea.
Peppermint.
Oh,
Peppermint.
5, 6, 7,
Peppermint.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Coffee, Turkish coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coffee. 5 coffee. Romamella hibiscus.
Is that perfume?
1.
Ah, it's a drink.
Hibiscus.
It's a
3,
drink?
4, 5,
I
6,
want the perfume.
7. Ashram.
Yeah.
Pepsi. Pepsi. Sprite. Pepsi 1, 2, 3. Sprite or 7-Up. Whiskey, vodka. Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, now I want to give you a little idea, a very quick idea about what we have, all what we have. Here we have original, natural essence, oil-based, no alcohol, no chemical. We get it from flour. Squeeze the flour by all way, by cold press, and we get it, the original essence, drop by drop. But here we have two types of the essence. One we use it like a perfume, like an international commercial name, like Chanel, Polo, Tommy, Scada, Nina Ricci, Bulgari. We have many different names. Another one we use it like medicine. This is like a medical use. Some we use it for headache, for cold and flu, cough, stomach problem, any problem in the body. We have some oil. And I will give you what is different between the original essence and the French perfume alcohol mix. Alcohol sometimes make it the skin dry, and make it eczema in the skin, and also make it the skin allergy. And alcohol flammable or catches a fire. Very good.
Three.
This is the alcohol. This is the
well.
Our essence here, no alcohol in it. Very good. Free alcohol. Just use it our essence only by 3 drops. 1 drop you can use it in your skin. Rub it well. For lady, use it by 2 drops. 1 drop here, a second one here. The essence stay for long time, almost 10 years.
Walang kaligo.
No, I mean 10 years in a bottle. Not in your body. You know, 10 years in our body will close the shop tomorrow. And which one you can use it like?
Perfume.
Single flower.
Orange water.
And in the first group, we have some we use it like medicine. Like number 8.
Lavender.
Lavender.
Para sa mosquito.
Lavender, we use this one for relaxation, to sleep well, to push out mosquitoes and flies. We use it also, lavender, for headache, for migraine. But Egyptian lavender, the very nice one. We use it to stop snoring. For snoring, you can use it. Number 8.
Snoring.
Will the person still be able to sleep?
Too many snoring here.
Yeah, snoring.
Will the person still be able to sleep?
But this is a chance. Before sleep, only use it one drop outside your nose.
Ah?
But when you smell it, Egyptian lavender, the same smell like tiger balm or balsam. When you smell it, Egyptian lavender, the same smell like Vicks or tiger balm. And tiger balm. Number 9. Mint. Maybe you heard about eucalyptus. You know eucalyptus. This is a better than eucalyptus. Why? Natural mint to drink, internal use and external use. But this one we use it for flu, for common cold, sinus problem, runny nose, sneezy, for cough, for throat pain, asthmatic for asthma. And also to drink, if you put it one drop with a small cup of tea, black tea, green tea, hot water, to drink for stomach problem. Here in Egypt, we call it anti-COVID, anti-coronavirus use.
Mint.
This is number 9. Number 9. And number 16.
Lily of the valley.
Lily of the valley. Lily of the valley, Egyptian woman, they use this one to remove dandruff, anti-dandruff, for itchy scalp, to make her hair very soft, strong from roots, and for falling hair, to stop hair to falling out. You can use it. Lily of the valley. Okay?
You will grow hair?
No, gray hair, no. Too late for you. And the very special one, everybody have to attention about this one, number 17.
Lilac.
Orange blossom, this one,
Orange blossom.
you don't
Yeah.
found it anywhere, only here in Egypt. A lot of Egyptian people, we use it for sugar problem, for diabetes.
Oh yeah, no.
We use it also for high
Diabetes.
cholesterol
Oh yeah.
and for high blood pressure.
Oh yeah. Dami sakit. Pag mga maintenance na.
How we use it, orange blossom, just use it by 2 ways. First way, only mix it 50 milliliter, 50 ml, normal water. Only normal water, cold water, put it 1 drop, orange. Empty stomach to drink, before tea, before breakfast. Second way, you can use it at home when you make it orange cake. Like sweet cake, like orange cake, like cupcake, cookies, you can use it orange. Okay? Sorry, everybody understand my broken English?
Yeah. Yeah.
Second group, blend. Blend from number 19 to 38. This is only perfume, no medicine. All the commercial name, the brand name from the second group. But you know, this is a trademark. Here we have to rating by Egyptian name. For example, number 19, Key of Life. Key of Life, this is a man perfume who call it Hugo Boss for men. Boss. T-O-S-S. This is 19 number.
Number 19.
Number 25. 25 number 2. Queen Cleopatra. This is the one from family CD, Christian Dior, J'adore. This is J'adore, Christian Dior. And also the poison, Christian Dior. Purissimo, Christian Dior. With hypnotic poison. Number 26.
Five secret.
26, number 5. Secret. This is the base of Coco Chanel. Coco
Oh,
Chanel.
Chanel. Oh, yan.
And also Chanel number 5. With Chance. Nina Ricci. We have to move.
Oh, Nina Ricci. Saka, Chanel.
But in the second group we have very special two. Very dangerous two here in Egypt. Number 29. Secret, doesn't it? And number 22. 22 number. Arabian one. Why these two? Very dangerous for you, because these two you have to use it after midnight time. After 12 o'clock. Got it? This is we call it honeymoon perfume or aphrodisiac.
Uy.
For lady number 29, this is the lady one. For man number 22.
Ooh. Man.
Take care. 22 number. This is a very special one. For men, because some people here in Egypt, they get it 3 or 4 wives.
Ooh.
Anyone get it more than 1 wife, really he get it problem. But if you have Arabian night, no problem in it. And the third group, spice, not from flour. For example, number 44. 44.
Sandalwood. Sandalwood.
But Egyptian sandalwood, not like Indian sandalwood. What is the difference between Indian sandalwood and Egyptian one? Indian sandalwoods use it like scent, like perfume. They make it sandal, soap, and sandal powder. Egyptian one, no smell.
No smell.
No smell. And white color, no color, and very thick. Very thick, one like cream or gel. Very thick. But what we use it for, if you take it 5 drops, sandalwood, in your hand, we use it this one for muscle pain. Muscle pain.
Varicose.
Muscle cramps.
Muscle pain.
For knees fire.
Uy.
For rheumatic pain. For rheumatism. For joint.
Nasakit ang lilitawan.
This is a sandalwood number 44. We use it also for shoulder pain, for neck pain, for back pain. And
Patay tayo dyan. Middle of the thigh pain.
and the best one for you and for him.
Oh.
Why? If you mix it number 44, sandalwood, 10 drops, and number 8,
Number 8.
lavender, same, 10 drops. Combination of these two, the very nice two. We use it here in Egypt for losing weight. Guarantee the money back.
Sandalwood and lavender. Lavender. 20.
The reservoir is slim down.
What to do?
This was just applied. No, after I just applied after I take a shower.
Apply.
When you take a shower, no, it's not to drink. Sorry. You know how we use this one? This is not to drink. This is just applied like a massage. Once a day.
Do you combine both?
Combine two in your hand. 10 drops sandalwood and 10 drops lavender. Just rub it for like a massage. No drinking po ah.
Oo. Kala ko drink yun eh.
How many times? 2 weeks, enough to lose it 1 kg. 1 kilo.
2 weeks? Sure. Continue eating lechon without restrictions. 2 weeks without eating.
Kidding. This is a serious. I use this one. 10 drops sandalwood and 10 drops lavender. Mix it before sleep. Just apply and leave it on.
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks, enough to lose it 1 kg. 1 kilo.
1 kilo.
You want to lose more, you can use it morning time, evening time.
Without eating lechon.
But you don't need it. You need it only for 2 weeks. It's better for you. And we have also the very nice two, number 45 and 46. Frankincense and the myrrh.
The mirror.
You know, this is a two from Holy Bible.
The three
The
things.
gold, myrrh, and frankincense. And we have very nice one, but that's for lady, especially for lady. Anyone you can use, but this is my advice, especially for lady. Number 53. No, this one, Egyptian woman, they mix it. Jojoba oil with honey and cow fresh milk. Cow milk, honey, and jojoba oil.
Drink.
Using this one for face mask. To remove any damage, to remove black wrinkle eye, for black acne, for pigmentation, scars, pimples, wrinkles, for black eye, you can use it jojoba oil. Okay? Now, I want to give you something to smell, to try. First one, I want to give you number 4. 4 number
Jasmine.
This one we use it, anti-stress we use, and nice perfume we use. Just use it, only 1 drop in your finger, more you rub it, more you to smell. No, Jasmine.
Ito yung rangoon. Liver.
Anti-dandruff for falling hair, to stop hair to falling out. To make your hair very soft, strong from roots. Itchy, scald, lily in the valley.
Ang dami na naman bibili.
Lily of the valley number 6.
NPA.
This is like Johnson & Johnson baby oil smell. You know Johnson & Johnson?
Ano naman ito? Pildi mang sikatin.
Insomnia. Get the insomnia milk. Okay. And number 17. 17.
Orange blossom.
This one for diabetes, cholesterol, for high blood pressure.
Ayan. Blood pressure, sabi niya.
Orange blossom.
Ganyan ko na, para diabetes. Diabetes.
When you make it orange cake, cupcake, you can use ghosts like lemon and ice. 50,
Hindi.
50 and 1 month, make it all. This is not the old diabetes. But the best is than tablets. You take the tablets, no side effect, but all you use it for 1 month, believe me, tablets. 50 ml, small cup, like tea cup, normal water, and put it 1 drop early morning before tea, before breakfast. Okay, now we'll come to second group. Second group, blend. This group you can use it only perfume, no medicine. I want to give you number 25.
Yun, Cleopatra.
This is Jagor. Jagor Christian Dior.
Tuloy ko na kami dito. Asan ba dito? Ano ba talaga? Si Diabetes lang ang gusto ko nito. Sarap ng orange. Si Queen Cleopatra ito. Si Cleopatra dito.
This is 25. Jagor Christian Dior. Okay. Okay. Now, I want to give you the very special one. Very dangerous one.
Arabian Night.
Number 22.
Arabian Night.
Arabian Night, this one, it has very special flower. We call it ginseng flower. But Arabian Night, how we use it, this one? Only use it by 3 drops in a special place.
Where?
One drop is here. And rabbit well. Second one is here. Look, everybody waiting for the third one. No, the third one is here. But not here exactly, opposite way. Good. You know that 3 drops enough to make a man like crazy horse.
Never mind the horse, that's the crazy. Never mind the horse.
Last one. Because you don't have a lot of time, I want to give you the very special one. For flu, for common cold, sinus problem, runny nose, or insomnia, cough, throat pain. That's right. Egyptian man, number 9.
Number 9.
But how we use it, Egyptian man? Just use it with
Amin yan, para sa COVID ang ano. Vaporizer. Vaporizer.
towel at home, you can use it in the bathtub with 1 or 2 drops. You can make a tea with peppermint at home. And take care if you want to drink, just use it only 1 drop. 3 drops, very strong. Only put it 1 drop with a black tea, green tea, hot water to drink. Yes. And nobody, no one here in Egypt, they can say to drink mint or orange except us. Why? Some people, the small shop in the street around the hotel, they added our essence with chemical oil, we call it paraffin oil. Paraffin oil, no smell, no color. But if you use it in the clothes, you see some stain in the clothes. If you want to know the original essence or mix it with any chemical oil, you have to use it in the clothes. Even the white shirt. Is a white shirt. I'll give you something nice for men. You heard about Hugo Boss? Hugo Boss? For men? Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss. This is the base of Hugo Boss for men. Open your hand. Oops. If you want to know the original essence or mix it with any chemical oil, take it 5 drops in your hand. This is the more than 5 drops. Now rub it well. And do it in your clothes, in the white, rub it well. Look, it's no stain, doesn't have any stain.
tomorrow it will be brown.
There's no chemical oil, no alcohol. And good smell. Smell?
May late reaction yan.
Everybody will smell good. Now
Tomorrow,
everybody will smell good.
tomorrow it will
And
be brown.
back home, you can mix it with alcohol if you want to use it like a body spray. You can use it in a washing machine. In a washing machine for the clothes. And you can use it in an oil burner, like an air freshener. You can use. Like this one. The burner. This is the oil burner. Back home, just put it to light candle, 5 drops, any essence you like, you can use it in your home. And you can use it directly in the skin. 1 drop in the skin, you can use it. Stay longer than French perfume. Now, I want to give you the price. How we sell all this essence and what is the quantity we have. All these essence, all are the same price. All same price. We sell them by bottle. We have many.
Small bottles.
طب هذا مشاريب الأول. Sorry. The welcome drink, you're waiting for us a long time. Sorry. Hibiscus, Coke, coffee, and the tea. Take your time, take your drink. I'll give you just 1 minute to get your drink. Front container size. We have some like a big size. Like this one.
Lagi yan.
600 milliliters, 600 ml.
Dollars.
I know it's to be, not dollars. 600 ml, I know it's to be if you want some like medicine, like mint, like lavender, like sandalwood, like Arabian Night. Big one.
Arabian Night.
We have this size, half of this size, 300 milliliter, 300 ml. We have
Malilit na yung bote mo.
100 ml. And the smaller size, baby size, the teeny weeny bikini size, 50 ml.
Yeah, yeah.
50 ml, price by American dollars, by USD. And the more bigger, more discount. 50 milliliter, 50 ml, 40 American dollars. 40 for 50 ml. Double quantity, double size, 100 ml, $60, 60. And
Kuha tayo ng
300 ml,
isang
300 ml, $150.
Kaya pwede mo.
But this price,
Yan na lang.
if you want to buy only 1 bottle,
40.
we have 1 box with 4 bottles like this one. 50 milliliter, 50 ml, $40 for one. If you get this 4, buy 3, get 1. That's right. Buy 3, get 1 free.
Any cent?
$120, you can take it 4 different cents. 1 cent.
Oh, yun,
No problem. You can take it 1 mint, 1 lavender, 1 sandalwood, any 4. And small one, white, 100 ml. 100 ml, $60 for one. The same. Buy 3, get 1 free. How much? Not 180, 150.
Oh,
More cheaper than $30 between the small one and the double size.
tama na yung maliit.
And this is a more discount because if anyone interested about the medicine size. 300 ml, $150 for one. The same, buy 3, get 1 free. How much? 450. Not 450, only 400. 400 for the big one, plus 1 oil burner free. And 1 bottle handmade bottle, blowing the glass back home. Just transfer the essence in this bottle and you can use it. 1 drop, free with this one. And 1 box by 4 bottle by 50 milliliter, 50 ml. But empty bottle. Why? Back home, just transfer it from the big size to small size. You can give it your friend or family something bigger. 1 box by 4 bottle free with a big one. About all these bottles is double glass. Very strong bottle for traveling. There it is. Unbreakable or
No.
everything if you do it in the phone, it's easy to broke. Except people. But this one very strong if you put it in a big luggage, in a hand luggage. No problem because double glass. Close it also by plastic top, like this one. No leak. And we'll put it label, the name for the essence to know which one is which. And here we accept any kind of currency. American dollars, okay. Euro, English pound, credit card, like Visa, MasterCard, debit card. Any card payment we accept. Now you have the rest with you. You want to smell anymore. If you want to buy some, just take it new list like this one. Write your name and the size, and you can choose which kind you like. This is the new list, and this is the price again. 120 for the small one, 150 for double